Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, unified British heavyweight world champion Anthony Joshua is set to avoid Deontay Wilder, the undefeated WBC American heavyweight champion, at the end of the year. The fight will not take place in 2020. Anthony Joshua, if all goes well, according to scheduled plans, according to his promoter, Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua could face Kubrat Pulev in late May, early June. That means a fight between Anthony Joshua and Oleksandr Usyk will take place at the very earliest October, meaning that the unification bout with Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua will cut short the time frame that it will take to get an undisputed bout with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, obviously. If this fight happens to take place at the earliest October, then it won't be possible for this fight to take place in 2020. So you are looking at 2021 at the earliest. Why? If everything went according to the original plan, which saw them report that Anthony Joshua was going to grace the squared circle in early April, late March, early April, then that would give room for Oleksandr Usyk fight to take place in the summertime or early fall, September, and it would give room. It would give way to and room for a Deontay Wilder undisputed bout at the end of 2020. So at this point in time, it's all smoke and mirrors, as Anthony Joshua has just came out and called out Oleksandr Usyk, saying he wants that fight to take place in the UK after he faces off against Kubrat Pulev. The fight between Anthony Joshua and Kubrat Pulev is definitely going to take place because the IBF will strip Anthony Joshua the title. They don't play any games. So you can expect to see Oleksandr Usyk, who's going to face off against Derek Chisora March 28th. So that means that he's going to be looking for his opportunity and his WBO mandatory shot against Joshua to take place in at least the fall, right? Which would be, it's not, if Anthony Joshua was to fight late May, early June, he's not going to fight in September. At the earliest, he's going to fight in October. And that's being generous. More than likely, it'll take place in November. So there is no room. And this is the excuse that's going to be used as they continue to tell anybody that will listen. They're looking to have this Deontay Wilder fight, undisputed bout, after Anthony Joshua satisfies mandatory. But that's not going to happen. And they're going to use, and this is why they continue to throw out the narrative that Deontay Wilder has a trilogy match. So when the fight doesn't take place with Tyson Fury, so when the fight doesn't take place with Deontay Wilder, they're going to say, well, he had a trilogy match set in place, so we went ahead and satisfied our two mandatories. When in fact, they were going to always satisfy their two mandatories. The plan is always to satisfy the IBF mandatory. That's without a shadow of a doubt. Unless he plans on vacating that belt and then it leaves out of house, it will be Top Rank and Bob Arum. It will leave out of house with Kubrat Pulev. It will be on another network, and it will be very difficult for them to regain that title. The plan was always to keep the WBO. So what they're looking to do is keep the WBO belt, right? So that way, when they go into the Oleksandr Usyk fight, they're going to say, we don't have a choice because he's our mandatory. You understand? If they vacate the WBO belt right now and let Derek Chisora and Oleksandr Usyk fight for the vacant WBO title, then they don't have the excuse of saying they have to go into the mandatory fight with Oleksandr Usyk when Deontay Wilder is available. So you see the loopholes that they're creating by keeping the title and asking Oleksandr Usyk to go ahead and just fight Derek Chisora and then fight Anthony Joshua later on. So now when Anthony Joshua goes into battle with Kubrat Pulev, he'll be unified and hold all the titles. Then he's going to go from there and have to satisfy his mandatory, which is Oleksandr Usyk, which he just recently came out and stated that he would love to have a fight with Oleksandr Usyk in the UK. So see, Deontay Wilder's name is being used to promote Anthony Joshua. That's just the bottom line. They never had any plans of fighting Deontay Wilder in 2020. It was all smoke and mirrors. So see, Deontay Wilder is facing his mandatory, who happens to be arguably the best heavyweight in the division outside of himself, right? So Deontay Wilder's fighting the best heavyweight in the division, and Tyson Fury, undefeated British lineal heavyweight world champion, who never lost his titles in the ring. So the titles that Anthony Joshua got came due to the fact that Tyson Fury was stripped due to outside of the ring activities and situations. So he's fighting the best fighter, who happens to be his mandatory. Now he'll be free after this fight. He don't have to have an immediate trilogy match with Tyson Fury. So that would leave him available, right? See, but that would make too much sense. And that would put them, Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn, in a position where they have no excuse. So the excuse is going to be Oleksandr Usyk. See, so there's no reason for this fight. They're dragging this situation with Kubrat Pulev out to limit the time, to be able to say they don't have the time to fight Deontay Wilder in 2020 because they're going to satisfy their mandatories. So it's already set in stone. They had no plans. They were always looking to avoid Deontay Wilder. They're trying to age him out, point blank and period. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the